Hey, this is Kirk, the bariatric carnivore. Hey, look, nobody is going to make you feel good except for you. The only person that's going to improve your health is you. So it's all up to you. But let's talk about how you can maybe enhance it, and probably more importantly, how you can hurt your own results using a placebo or nocebo effect. And we're all kind of familiar with the placebo effect. You know, the classic thing, the story about placebos was back during World War I. This frontline medical unit ran out of morphine. They were terrified that everybody was going to be screaming in pain. Somebody said, let's try an experiment. Let's give everybody a sugar pill. Pretend that it is the most powerful painkiller ever devised on the planet. They got to be very careful with the dosing of it. And, we got to sell it to people. But if we sell it to them, they might buy it. And they tried that, and it worked. The power of the mind to believe that this one little sugar pill could take away their horrible pain worked. And everybody was able to sleep through the night until they got more morphine the next day. That's how powerful the placebo effect really is. And I've found this to be true in my own life. I remember one time when I thought I was drinking a cup of decaf coffee before I went to bed one night, made myself that, drank it, went to sleep, because I knew that I had a cup of decaf. Well, the next morning, I kind of opened up the K-Cup machine and realized, oops, I actually made fully caffeinated coffee. Matter of fact, the extra strong brand. And I slept through the night, which was really kind of odd. But I knew in my mind that I was drinking decaf, and my mind said, well, you drank decaf, and my heart rate didn't go up. I was able to go to sleep like normal. That's really odd that your brain can fool yourself that much. And it is a very powerful effect. Matter of fact, it's so powerful, that's why we have to do double-blind studies, where the people that are giving the drug don't know who's getting the placebo and who isn't, and the people receiving it don't know. Because what will happen is during a drug trial, they will tell you, hey, we're giving you this drug. It's going to reduce your depression. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel like working out. You're going to feel like having sex again and stuff like that. And if the doctor who is giving the drug kind of knows and winks at somebody, says they're giving them the drug, people kind of pick up on a lot of cues. And the people getting the drug, they can't know who is getting which drug, if they're getting a sugar pill or if they're getting a real one, because that power of suggestion is just so darn powerful. And that's why we always test drugs against placebo, if it's a really good study. Now, how powerful of an effect is it? Well, it's so powerful that oncologists, when they're doing cancer treatments, have realized that a cancer treatment is 40% less effective if somebody that believes that it is not going to work. If they have no hope that it is going to work and that they can ever cure their cancer, there's a 40% drop in the effectiveness of the treatment. It's that powerful of an effect. So if you believe something's going to work, you're going to get a 40% boost in whatever the heck you're doing, if you believe in it. Now, what does that mean to diet, lifestyle, and all those positive changes you're trying to make into your life? Well, if you believe that what you're doing is going to create a positive effect in your life, if you are completely sold on your diet program or your exercise program, you're boosting your chances of success by almost 40%. It's that powerful of an effect. Now, that does not mean that you have to have a completely Pollyannish open mind about everything that you get into. I am testing out something that Dr. William Davis talks about, which is his homemade Greek yogurt using a type of bacteria, a probiotic, basically, homemade yogurt. And it's L-reuteri is a bacteria that we add to it, the probiotic. And I was not negative against it, but I wasn't completely sold on it either. So I tried to approach it with about as open mind as I possibly could. And one of the things that it's supposed to do is to help reduce the amount of anxiety and give you a better sense of calmness, basically a more loving attitude. And what's interesting about it is, about 2 weeks into it, I am noticing that is actually happening to me. I mean, frankly, there's a lot of things I've got to be nervous about right now. I've lost an income stream. I just got out of the hospital a couple of weeks ago, which means I've got some major medical bills coming up down the road. There's a lot of things that I really should be kind of stressed about, but I'm not. I'm actually able to handle those changes, and I'm beginning to think that this stuff may actually have some real positive effects. And there's others that come down the road in about 6 weeks, which is, increase muscle tone and drop in wrinkles and some other stuff. And I'm kind of curious now. Okay, maybe this stuff actually does work in a real effective way. But I came into it with kind of an open mind. I don't mind Greek yogurt. I don't mind experimenting with fermented foods anyway. And so it kind of fit in with what I was doing, and I kept it down to that one thing. So, I'm kind of positively, excited about it, though I'm not thinking that this is going to change my life either. So there's a way of having an open mind, but not necessarily having a negative thought process too. Now, why I bring this up. One of the quickest ways to build a YouTube channel following is to attack a more popular influencer. And I find this to be true a lot in the world of weightlifting and exercise. That somebody will tell you, that his technique sucks. There's a couple of schools of thought when it comes to resistance training. One of them is lots of repetitions and going to the gym for 3 hours a day. And then there's the people that want to do kind of heavy weights in very short, intense bursts, a couple of times a week with lots of time for recovery in between. Frankly, there are merits in both systems. Doing something beats doing nothing. But here's the kicker on this one, and the part that you need to consider when it comes to the nocebo effect. If you are going with a particular technique and you like that particular person, and then somebody introduces doubt about that particular technique, you've now got a nocebo effect, and you might get 40% less results, even though you're putting in the same effort, because your mind doesn't think it's going to work. And frankly, that's a shame. I believe the reality when it comes to working out. Something beats nothing. Frankly, just walking will make you definitely stronger than not walking. Being active does more than doing nothing. So just doing some activity, doing some resistance work is going to create positive change. The reality of it seems to be, look, you're going to get 80% of your results from your first 20% of effort. So that little stuff that you do at the beginning is going to actually get you about 80% of the results that you were going to get anyway. So doing anything beats nothing. So find the technique that you like, that works for you, and stick with it, with the idea, with the real knowledge that, look, this little bit of stuff that I'm doing is going to get me about 80% of the results. You're going to see changes pretty darn quickly from just doing something. And I work out with resistance bands 3 times a week, and I know I'm getting stronger because I can do more push-ups, pull-ups, and I can hold myself on a bar, holding my whole body weight for over 2 minutes. I know I'm stronger. Now, how much? I don't care, frankly. I mean, there are people that want to track everything. I'm just not that guy. All I want to do is see noticeable results. I mean, I'm kind of a vain guy. I want to see some muscle. I want to see some increased tone. I want to see little veins popping out and stuff like I'm actually working out. But frankly, do I have to care about, hey, I'm 10% stronger than I was last week? I don't care. All I care about is being more muscle, stronger, not injuring myself. That's all I, frankly, at the end of the day, really care about. And hopefully you've got the same results. When it comes to your diet, look, I'm telling you, you're going to get 80% of your health benefits if you just do 3 simple things. If you just get rid of sugar out of your diet. If you get rid of ultra processed foods, any of the wheats that have been, and grains and stuff that have been pulverized into powders. And you get rid of the vegetable seed oils, which basically means no ultra processed food, and you get rid of that type of stuff. And bread, by the way, is an ultra processed food in the United States of America. If you just get rid of that stuff, 80% of your health benefits are going to come from just doing that. I mean, I know there are influencers out there that want to do a video attacking people that say, look, you got to eat 100% lion diet, nothing but red fatty meat and water. And if you drink coffee, you're going to kill your results. Who cares? That's, they're majoring in the minors, and actually they're doing damage to people that could be doing 80% better by just doing what they're, basically doing. If you're just doing the basic right things, you're going to get 80% of the results, and they're going to come because you got a positive attitude that by eliminating these bad foods, you're going to get those type of results. And when you know that, and you've done that type of research, and you know with certainty that, that's going to happen, your brain is going to give you even more positive results because of the placebo effect. But you can damage it also with a nocebo effect. So stay away from the negative YouTube videos. I mean, they're great for clickbait for the people that are making them, but they're not doing you any good at all. They're actually hurting you, and they're hurting your gains. So just don't click on them. This is Kirk, the Bariatric Carnivore. If you like this message, please hit the like and subscribe button. Join this growing tribe of people that are taking control of their own health, trying to make a difference, trying to live life to the fullest. Look, if anybody's trying to sell you anything that's going to tell you that you're going to live longer, they're full of crap. I'm sorry. Nobody can know how long you're going to live. But I can guarantee you, you're going to live healthier, stronger, and better if you get rid of those 3 basic things, the sugar, the grains, and the ultra-processed food, and the vegetable seed oils. And if you do some activity, you're going to get better. And that's all we can do. I mean, frankly, at the end of the day, that's all we want to do is we want to be healthier, stronger than we were when we started this journey. And I guarantee you that can happen if you just do the little things. I try to put out a couple of messages each week. I will talk to you again soon.